This Saturday, the real deal, Evander Holyfield.
It's not a game.
MMA powerhouse Vitor Belfort.
It's gonna be a war.
Legends 2, this Saturday on pay-per-view.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps and I'm joined now with Vitor Belfort. It's great to finally meet you. We've never met before. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing, extremely blessed.
Well, look, I mean, you're in such positive spirits given the fact that so much has changed in basically 48 hours. You went from preparing for Oscar De La Hoya to now Evander Holyfield. I think it's safe to say, I mean, you tell me your thoughts on this, but I think it's safe to say that people were actually a little bit more, they felt that this would be a more fair fight between you and Evander versus Oscar, since Oscar's a bit smaller than you. What did you make of it? Do you find it to be more competitive?
I think everything has to be competitive for me, because when you're facing a world champion on the other side, I'm going to their skills. I'm going to their world. They're not coming to my world. So the advantage is always going to be on their side. They are the boxers. They are the world champions. They are the Olympic champions. So I'm just be able to test my skills. And like I said, it's like the problem with boxing is being all these weight divisions. What I love about MMA, we came first with only 2 divisions. In the beginning was under 200 pounds and above 200 pounds. So the little guys, they show they can beat big guys like myself. I was the tournament champion with weighing 189 pounds. So remember, the king of the jungle is the lion, not the elephant, for a reason. When you have courage to do something out of the ordinary, that's what makes great people. It's the courage first. It's not the size. It's not how big and strong you are. That's how David and Goliath. You know, David was a small guy, but he had a way of beating big guys. So I think we need to exchange, you know, just meet in some weights. Like, let's meet in 185, let's meet in 195, let's meet a 205. So I will fight a heavier guy. I was 195 last week. And I mean, I'm okay with it. And because just my mindset are different, I'm not afraid. And I think that's the problem of people today with this coronavirus. Everybody's afraid of everything. And when fears take your heart, you become paralyzed. You're just a puppet. So I think Triller is just about to change how combat sports are and merging these 2 sports together. I'm very happy to be part of it.
Right, so you're right. We're starting to see a lot more of the crossover, more so from the MMA side into boxing than boxing into MMA. What was it specifically that inspired you to want to come over to boxing?
First of all, I brought boxing to MMA. I was the guy who everybody thought I can grapple. I always knocked people out with my hands. They call me the fastest hand in the UFC. I still hold the most knockout in UFC history. And the thing is this, boxing was part of my martial arts. I started boxing 13 years old. I could not do both. A lot of people don't know, but Muhammad Ali was sitting with me 20 years old with his lawyer. They want to sign me for a contract for becoming a boxer, but I have to leave MMA. They're going to give me millions of dollars, but I said no. And I was driven by passion. That's a cool
story.
Yeah, I was driven by passion, and I said, if I can do both, I would do it. But if I can't, I still do MMA. And my mom said, "You're crazy." I said, "Mom, that's what I love." And like I said, I'm not a type of guy that you're going to be able to buy with money. I will take it, but I will do my way. If I'm not do something wrong because of money. So I always have that thing in my mind that, you know, you got to be driven by passion, and passion become profit. So I'm very excited because Triller is now understanding that when we merge these 2 sports into one, I call boxing martial arts, when we'll be able to kind of even the rules where we can be able to grab their fists, you know, push and punch and kind of be more active in the clinch. And I think the fans are going to benefit with this. First, we're going to have dream fights that never been done before. And we're going to see who has the best hands, who can knock somebody out, who can win the fight. It's all about the will, and I think that's it's about to come. And I'm glad I'll be able to be the front runner with that. And I'm challenging, like Canelo, let's meet at 185. You know, why not? Canelo meets at 185. And we fight in kind of that rule, you know, special gloves, so we'll be able to grab. We have all that ready. It's just like we need the boxers to kind of not be afraid, oh, I have my undefeated this, I have to have the advantage. When we even the field, we see who's the best striker with the hands. That's my dream.
Yesterday at the media workouts, I don't know if you had the opportunity, I don't know if you read headlines or not during Media Week, but there seemed to be a lot of concern about how you looked versus how Evander looked at the workouts. Did you get an opportunity to watch tape of his workout?
No, I'm locked in. I'm here to compete and to do my job.
People think you're really going to hurt him. Like, that's the general consensus.
That's the thing, what people think is not my job. My job is not what other people think. My job is to compete at a high level. I never had intention to hurt anyone. I never hurt anyone. I'm a very fair, like if you see my first fight in UFC, I had a guy very hurt. I was the guy who stopped the fight. I saved his eye. If I did one more hit on his eye, he would be blind for the rest of his life. So that guy, Trey Tellum, is my friend. He said, Victor, thank you. So my job is always to be there to compete, to bring the competition, bring entertaining. But, I think it's what people think is their conclusion. I got to live by what we do. So I have coaches, we have referee, we have a sanction bout. This is not like we throw an event and we see like a backyard fighting. This is thriller. It's an amazing sport. It's going to be an amazing event. Snoop with Marvin Gaye. We're going to have Anitta, a special Brazilian singer. So it's going to have great
Donald
fights.
Trump?
Man, Donald Trump as a commentator, how can you ask better than that?
I know. I almost didn't believe it when I first read it. I was like, wait, this is happening? That's kind of cool.
So you cannot miss that. It's going to be an amazing event.
So should you be successful on Saturday night, what's the end goal? Did you want to continue doing this? Is this a one-off?
No, you're kidding me? That's the beginning. That's the rebirth of the Phenom again.
Okay. So then who's on your hit list then? Like, do you have like a three?
Okay, we have. Who
would be the three?
Canelo, meet me. Make Michigan proud. Meet me at 185. Canelo, meet me at 185. Oscar, let's meet again in 185. We have the Lennox Leos, we have Klitschko brothers, we have even the current champions, Anthony Joshua. Let's meet in their rules where I can grab you and kind of push you around a little. I'm not afraid. I'll go with the big guys too. So it's like, let's make it entertaining. Let's sell. Like, if you want to make more, you have to give more. That's what I tell my son. Say, son, when you want more, it's going to require more out of you. So my kids understand that principles, and I want you to understand, because sometimes you want more money, but you have to pay more taxes. Yeah. You want more money, but you have to pay more stuff. You have to deal with more. So having more is not a bad thing, but are you willing to sacrifice more? So right now, I want to challenge in the boxing world. We can make fights where we can even the ground and see who has the best hands.
Michael Bisping actually said that he hopes you get knocked the fuck out. He said...
Bisping, man, who cares?
I was going to ask you what your thoughts are.
Imagine if he doesn't have the job of an announcer. What he's going to be doing? He's going to be drinking in a pub. He's just an asshole. Michael Bisping, I fight with one hand. Come to Triller. Yeah.
Come to Triller, exactly.
Triller. And another one, Conor McGregor at 185. I know my Conor McGregor is all buffed up. When he gets healed, I think he's not supposed to be MMA anymore. We should do a fight, Belfort versus Conor McGregor at 185. Why not? He has balls.
I'm loving the energy right now.
We have some great fights to happen. We just got to make it.
Right.
Trilly's ready. We're ready to make every fight.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. It's lovely meeting you, and I wish you all the best this weekend. Any final words? And for anyone who's sitting on the fence, who's unsure if they want to purchase the event this weekend, why should they buy?
Why? It's just the number one rule is like you focus on what you can control. You cannot do anything, but you can control what you watch, what you see. You're going to watch great entertaining. You cannot stay out of Marvin Gaye and Snoop, Donald Trump as a commentator, Vitor Belfort versus Holyfield. If you don't know who's Holyfield or Vitor Belfort, just Google. So if you're a young generation, buy it. Buy it because you're not going to regret. And not just that, you're going to have an amazing co-main event, Anderson Silva versus Tito Ortiz. You have great fights, great entertaining. Man, Thriller is not a thriller, it's a movie. Don't stay out of it.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Bye, fight fans.